Hey mommies, good morning. I've been wanting to do this Facebook Live for a while because I've heard so many people writing on blogs and on other Facebook pages to do with mommies and with breastfeeding about their babies trying their feeding sessions basically being so long and them trying to feed their baby and their baby keeps on latching and sometimes it gets to a point where you think what's wrong, is the baby like, maybe is there a tongue tie or a lip tie or something like that, and you start to get a little bit concerned because they keep on popping up, and sometimes it can be that that feeding position is just simply not comfortable for them. So I just wanted to share this because that happens to me sometimes, especially when I use the boppy. He seems to be just like coming off and unlatching, and he just doesn't seem very comfortable. Like his head, he's trying to position it, and he doesn't seem very comfortable at all. So I just wanted to share with your mommies out there a little bit about laid back breastfeeding. Maybe you've heard about that. Um, it's being talked a lot about recently, and it's basically having, obviously, as the name describes it, you're kind of laying back instead of being like in a sat down position, so straight, and then that way you can use baby's body and your body to be one against the other, so kind of like this, where his stomach is against my stomach like this, and it's so much more comfortable for the baby, and then he's just latched on like this. You can use like a pillow to rest your arms so it's more relaxed. And it's just so comfortable for both mommy and baby. And baby is just so relaxed. And he can just stay there, feeding, nursing, or just hanging out. And that's what my baby tends to do when we're in this position. But he just seems so much more relaxed, like he's not fighting with his head. It's just a lot more comfortable. And then obviously you have the freedom of like using your arms and your hands at the same time, so it just makes it so much more comfortable, and you don't have that issue of them like popping up because they're not fighting with gravity in their head and stuff. This way they're just a lot easier. They don't have to tense up their neck muscles or anything. They're just, look at him, he's just so chilled out and relaxed. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. And also in regards to the laid back positions, it doesn't just have to be like this where I'm like kind of laying back with a pillow. You can kind of be, on a sofa or on a recliner. You can be side laying too. But kind of the way to think about it, the position is supposed to be like tummy to tummy. And if you can do it like skin to skin, so baby's not wearing anything, just a diaper, and you're just wearing your bra or whatever, it makes it so much more effective because you're having that skin to skin also. So just wanted to share that really cool position with you moms, because sometimes I know it's super frustrating when you're trying to get him to nurse and he's hungry and he keeps on popping off. It can be really frustrating. So try some of those positions. Um, they're called layback positions, and Nancy Horschbeck, I know she has course in regards to natural breastfeeding, as they call it. And it's been something that is being practiced for like forever. It's not like a new technique or anything like that. If you think about like in nature, like in with the animal kingdom, how mother would feed a dog mother would feed her puppies is laying down, and she's much more relaxed and it's easy. In fact, sometimes when you're in those positions where you're laying back, it's so much easier that way because the baby can do most of the work. You don't have to be like trying to get your breast in their mouth and stuff like that. So it's just a lot easier. And if there's any of you moms out there, someone just wrote there, having that problem of the baby popping off. It's very, very common. Don't get discouraged and don't go into like a panic attack that they have like a tongue tie or a lip tie or something like that. Um, it could just be as simple as the baby is just not comfortable in that nursing position. So you need to kind of switch things around a little bit more and try and, like I said, these laid back feeding positions are a lot easier because you don't have babies struggling like this with gravity. Especially when they're like in the newborn stage, that's even more more visible, that you can see how they're struggling like that. So I would say from like 0 to 3 months, these laid back feeding positions are so much better. I'll try and post something about it in regards to like visuals that you can see so you can get some ideas of those positions and a little bit more information about that. But you guys should definitely, I'm going to put the link under here for that natural breastfeeding position course that Nancy does. And there's another lactation consultant. I completely forgot about her name right now, but I'm going to put them in the comment section so you guys can check them out, because it helped me a lot with this my second breastfeeding journey. With my first, I was using like the boppy and things like that, and those are really cool things to use, but I think they shouldn't be really used for like newborns. I think it's kind of like later on. That's what my experience has been, and when I've been to like a lot of breastfeeding groups and talked with other breastfeeding mommies, I kind of get the same take on that. So try the natural breastfeeding. It's a lot easier, and baby's like super secure too. There's no way that he's gonna like roll off or anything. So I think it's a secure position. And just look at him. He's just like, he could stay like this for like 3 hours, trust me. And he's not even nursing anymore. He's just like hanging out and chilling out. But it's such a good position to keep him like latched on, that I love it. I love it because we don't have that frustration of like him coming off and then me trying to shove my boob in his mouth, which must not be the nicest thing for him. So so I just encourage you mommies to try that and to alternate your kind of your positions. And if you're not breastfeeding yet and you're pregnant, a really cool way to become comfortable with these type of positions is to practice them before your baby arrives. Like try different places around your house where you can have this laid back position, and try different things that you can do with baby in this position. I mean, you could even have, in this type of position, you could even have the baby like here and their mouth here, or like kind of around to the side. You can try all sorts of things as long as either you're like laid back, and then the best approach is to have their tummy against your tummy. That's really the best way. And in regards to the transition of coming out of the womb, if you any of you have seen that really cool breast crawl, that's like you know, newborn anatomy at its best. The baby is like you know, with his feet, he's coming all the way up to the top of your breast, and that stimulates different things with him too, so that he can map out where your breast is going to be. So it's super cool how that works. And like I said, just like in this position, they're so much more relaxed. They're not fighting with gravity. Remember that a newborn, his like neck muscles here, they're not really developed yet. That's why they can't hold their head steady and straight. So it's really uncomfortable for them in certain positions, like the ones that are like more for like bottle feeding, if you think about it, and that's what they've been used for before. Those positions are really hard for them to you know, to simulate because of their head issue. So that's why they get frustrated, and then the feeding session seems to take like forever, and they unlatch like a gazillion times, and then it's like super uncomfortable for you too. So I encourage you to try that. And if you have any comments or any feedback in regards to other positions that have helped you moms, or how you've been able to overcome this issue with the baby, you know, coming off on latching like a million times while you're trying to nurse, please share with us, because I know it's super frustrating and it's so discouraging for some moms too. So we'd love to hear your comments. And I wish you a happy, is it Wednesday today? Oh my God, yes, it's Wednesday today. Happy Wednesday. So it's kind of almost the end of the weekend, start of the weekend. So you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, mommies. Bye. He's not even gonna say bye-bye. He's just like in his own little world.